Well, weather engineering. Shut my mic. Well, listen to this. Just got a notification. Weather engineering.
What's crack-a-lackin'? Wages World coming at you with another video. Let's get into it. Got you over. And what you're looking at there, R1. R1. R1 radio blackout conditions. We've had some more M-class flares, multiple ones. And also we've had some CMEs get shot off with some of these. As you can see there, look at those. A bunch of them. Check them out. I mean, the sun's just flaring all over the place.
I wonder it's
okay? Geomagnetic storm warning. What all that means is, yeah, we're going to have a geomagnetic storm or we're having those conditions. Again, like a severe thunderstorm warning system. As I scroll down through here, guys, what you're going to see is we're going to take a look at the sun here. These are the sunspots. Okay? Especially these ones right here in the middle. The ones here in the middle are definitely firing off. But the whole sun itself is actually very, very active right now. All the sunspots are producing flares with CMEs. So that's one thing we pay attention to. We know there's a difference between a flare and a CME. So as long as we know that, we can look at the proper data and look at what we're looking at here. Of it, the BZ guys, like I said, big time. That really does affect how strong things are. So, yeah. Guys, I got you over to Discover. And what you're looking at there is the BZ. You know, that's what I talk about with the -6, the red line. Right now, guys, that's an interesting signature. It's kind of a slippery thing. I'm not sure if I've ever seen that before exactly that way. But -6 is what we look for. It shows up in purple. And what that is when it is showing up in purple, it means things are coming in a lot easier. And, you know, that means that we can get into stronger storming. Again, we got all this stuff coming. Now, look there at the density. Like I just showed you on the magnetosphere tool. Density is extremely low. Looks like it's jumping around a lot, but it's not, guys. That's a 1, okay, on the 1 unit. The chart there isn't going 0 to 100, it's only going 0 to 10. So, just going to point that out. And as you got here, you got the speed. Yeah, it's kind of slow, too. I just showed you that, too, over on the magnetosphere tool. So, but I did want to point that out, guys, and it's going to be one of those things we're going to have to watch with all these things coming in, and we're going to look at this data and we're going to keep track of it and see what happens. If things start to move, and I think we're going to get into some bigger, stronger storms, I'll pop back on and let you guys know. But these are the things I look at, and I highly encourage you guys to go do so also. Please do this.
I see you every day. Hungry?
Well, we're going to have to agree to differ on that because I think it is.
Fair enough. Okay, so how many people do you know that have had serious vaccine complications?
3, 2 of which are dead.
Actually died from a vaccine?
Yes.
A COVID vaccine?
Pardon?
From a COVID vaccine?
Yeah.
Wow.
Obviously, on their death certificate, it's not going to say that, is there? And the doctors are going to say what they've said, that, oh, it was something else, blah, blah, blah. remember what it was because we saw the change before they passed.
But that's the thing. Was it actually proven that it was due to a COVID vaccine?
One is still in with the courts at the moment that's being fought, and the other person, their family don't want to fight it because they're in too much pain.
Wow.
And one of them is my daughter-in-law's mother.
I'm sorry to hear that. Genuinely sorry to hear that.
Thank you, but this is what I'm saying. It's not just, I don't work on people's like hearsay. When it's in front of my face as it is, then yeah, I research and research.
That's good. Best way to be. I think the whole athletes dying thing is a load of rubbish. I think athletes have always died. And I also think that, well, I know that heart conditions are the biggest cause of death in humans. I'm not into that.
But the athletes you can't say to me that the athletes that have died previously, pre-COVID, were due to myocarditis.
I don't think a lot of them are due to myocarditis. Myocarditis isn't as severe as people make out it is. You normally recover after like a month.
But that's
just saying that
these
athletes die a lot all the time and always have done. So I don't think there's a bigger spike. I don't think it's anything out of the ordinary, personally.
So you just think that they're reporting it more to fit the narrative? I hear it. I hear where you're coming from, but I still can't accept that.
It's fine. Not asking you to. Just in my experience, people lie a lot to make money off people.
Well, they do. That's why we're here. That's why we're in the position we're in, because people that are meant to look after us have done nothing but lie throughout our whole lives.
I see Matt Hancock's on that bloody All Day as Wins program.
He is, yeah. He's been called something pretty good, actually.
Does he think he's some kind of celebrity that people genuinely want to see on the television?
Well, again, is he another one that's being used?
I think he's using himself. Like an absolute bellend.
Andy Masters, who's had the jab and in denial? I haven't had the jab, if that's who you're talking about.
Be careful about deception.
Don't intend to either. And I was actually badgered to have the jab because I'm what they call the at-risk category.
Why are they pushing this agenda now?
Well, it's nice to have a respectful chat with people with differing views. It makes it change from all the bullshit online.
Well, everyone's entitled to their own opinion, aren't they? That's
exactly.
We might not all agree, but we have to agree to disagree.
Yeah, we'll live together, haven't we? Where's the host gone? Has he gone to roll one up?
Right.
If you want to grow...
So, this is where my left side, my ankle got run over. The car wheel went over me. I was on the path 2009, that's where it began. These are all the photos of the injuries. That's the imprint of the wheel, the back wheel. I didn't go in front of the car, and basically the UK police in my area, public servants, didn't charge the driver. It was a set up to get me run over, and that's why I ended up in a wheelchair. I don't know, I got imprint of the wheel. You know, the big, you know, the shape of the wheel, and so yeah, and ended up having to date first stroke. My nails went bad as they are now. You know, I was fit and healthy. This is a lot of old photographs. Set me a birthday tomorrow. I can't believe all these years on. That's 2009. And in my area. It's amazing what you find out years later, isn't it? So the truths, disability, faith in humanity is meant to be restored in the times we're living in. UK NHS failings. Hidden truths. The MK Ultra. Contract law. Can't make it up, can you? Yeah, when you just hear people just being distracted. Right. That's up, charged up. I now need to make sure this one is getting cold in the day too now. Right. So the theme is multiple solar storms to hit Earth with M and X flares.
Hello, how are you?
So let me just check. Cold. So educateyourself.org is the website. I'm missing about my connection. So the theme is multiple solar storms to hit Earth. NASA mission to collect an asteroid sample returns to Earth. Watch live.
Next flight, we had a wild flight this morning. You can see 2 team members lifting that SRC up. It's about 120 pounds total once you have the SRC and the carrying fixture there together. They're going to be walking this over, preparing it for cargo netting.
Asteroid samples. What asteroid?
Miles per hour. It is now being carried carefully by a couple team members here. So quite a deceleration from that initial entry, and really just a wonderful final journey for our sample before it is opened up at the clean room
They're
and prepared
hinting
to be
what's
shipped
going
to this.
on. Sure. Love to hate. Anyway, I need some food. Gotta check my bank. I've got to get a cool. picture of a wind. Change what's happened. Can any build on now? Bloody chilly. Must be now 5 o'clock.